What's up guys, Imran here, Monster Gadgets. I hope you're all having a wonderful day wherever you might be. Thank you so much for joining me. And as you can see, I am currently on autopilot with FSD Beta and we're on our way to the parking lot to go test out and see if there's any updates regarding how well the car can park. Alright guys, welcome back. As you guys can see, I am just on autopilot here. I've got FSD Beta and I put the address in to go ahead and go to my parking lot that I always test this car out in, which is Amazon Fresh parking lot. So it's going to go ahead and take us there. Once we're there, we're going to go ahead and test out the parking situation and see if FSD Beta in any shape or form improves the parking, or are there any more glitches in how well the AutoPark feature works. We'll go ahead and try a couple different scenarios in between cars, without cars. I'll try and do a parallel one. I'm not sure if I'll have the opportunity to, but we'll go ahead and try that as well. And the biggest difference being, most recently, the software update, as Elon announced, is getting away from the sensors and actually using this vision to figure things out around the car. So I'm curious to see how well that works, and again, if it impacts parking or not. So we're almost there. We're going to go ahead and turn here in 0.1 mile. Curious to see what it does, if it's going to take me into the parking lot. Looks like it is. And it's right now pretty much doing everything by itself, as you guys can see. And I think it should stop here somewhere by itself. I think it'll give me a signal saying it's going to go ahead and get us to the destination. Or maybe not. It's going to turn into the parking lot. First time doing it, so you guys are seeing it. I've never actually done this in a parking lot, so I'm curious to see what it does. Autopilot creeping forward, checking for visibility. Is that a stop sign? It's going to go ahead and turn itself. Oh, there's some people that are about to cross, and it's going to keep going. Okay, did not stop for them, which is fine because they were still in the parking lot. Amazon Fresh 300 feet away. So we are here, and it actually did well in the parking lot. That's pretty amazing. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was going to stop back there when it first got in, but 100 feet, navigate on autopilot ending, and so it's going to go ahead and end here. Let me go ahead and disengage, and let's go ahead and pull into a parking spot here somewhere and see how well the parking feature works. Go ahead and mute this. So we've got a lot of cars obviously here. It picked up those spots. I'm gonna try to park over here somewhere, and let's see if it picks up one of these. There it is. Go ahead and click on that. Shift to reverse and start. Let's see how well it does. The first slot available next to the car. Looks like it's going right in. Doing something, trying to figure things out. Auto park in progress. Moving forward a little bit. Putting it in reverse. And straightening itself out. And there we are. Auto park complete. And it is straight. Did not cross the lines or anything. That looks beautiful. And again, this is next to a car. So now let's go ahead and pull out, and I'll turn around and see if you can do it there. If you guys can see that, there's absolutely no cars around there. So let me go ahead and pull out. And I am actually going to have to come around to get on that side. So let's do that. Let's come this way. There are no cars here, as you guys can see here. So let's see what it does if it picks up any of these spots. There it is. Shift and reverse and start. So next to a car was a pass. It did a great job there. And this one, let's see how it does with no cars around. Should move forward, I think, to correct itself. No, it did okay. A little bit more room there to come back, and not as centered. But nonetheless, it still was able to park within the parking spot, and it is pretty, yeah, it's straight. So that one went well. Let's go ahead and park in between cars now. So let me go ahead and see if I can figure that out. Find a spot that is in between cars. I see it on that side. I'm gonna go ahead and cut through here. Oh, I don't want to mark the log. Okay, deleted. All right, so we've got a spot right here in between these two cars. So let's go ahead and see if it'll pick that up. It did. Shift to reverse and start. Not sure what it's doing there. It's turning a little bit wider. I have my foot on the brake in case I need it. So far, I'm not going to use it. It's coming close, but it's moving forward to go ahead and straighten out. So far, so good. Going back in reverse. And did a good job. Overall, to me, it feels like it's a little bit faster than the normal version. It could just be me, but it seems like it's a little bit faster. AutoPark in progress, great. Now, I'm not sure if it crossed over that line, so let me go take a look and see if it did, in fact, cross that line. All right, let's go see if it did, in fact, cross that line. It did, just by a little bit. So as you guys can see, the bumper is crossing that, so it did go beyond the line itself, but it did park in the spot. There is space left in the front, so it did go beyond the line just a little bit. I guess in this case, if it does that, you just obviously just move forward, but it should have stopped pretty much here or a little bit, you know, further back. All right, so those three tests, it did pass. Let's go ahead and see if I can find a spot where we can parallel park and test that feature out. All right, so we are here in Naperville Crossing, and this is where I did my previous parallel parking test, except it's quite busy today because they have trick-or-treating going on for Halloween. As you guys can see, there's a lot of people kind of walking around different stores trick-or-treating, but we'll see if we can find a spot somewhere here to go ahead and park. So we've got this truck here and a spot in front of it. Let's see if I can turn the turn signal on, if it'll do anything. It does not. Let's go ahead and turn over here. So it did not pick up that spot. I wasn't expecting it to, in some sense, because there's no car in front of it, but nonetheless it was a spot. So all right, let's go ahead and go around and see if we can find another parking spot where we will be able to actually park. Tough, guys, but we'll try it out and see. Oh, here's a spot right here. So it is between a couple of cars. I wonder if it'll pick this up. It did not pick that up. What if I just put it in reverse and say that I want to park there? Does anything come up? No, it does not. I'm just gonna parallel park myself the old-fashioned way, and here we go. And if you guys can see that they've got Pokemon out there at Naperville Crossing. I'm gonna take a picture of this for my daughter. Alright guys, so that was a fail as far as parallel parking goes. It might be because the spot was too big, I'm not quite sure. nonetheless, it did not pick up that spot. So let's see if we can find another one. If I can't, then I won't be able to test that part of it again, but hopefully one of these cars will move out and create a smaller spot maybe. But it should have picked that up because it was an open spot. It did not, so I will count that as a fail. Alright, there are only a few spots where parallel parking is available here. So again, we'll try and see if we can find some spot. Just got to be careful with the number of people that are out here. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and go straight. There's a spot right here. I'm gonna see if I can turn around and catch that spot. So let me park over, pull in over here, and do a U-turn. Alright, so there's a spot right here, as you guys can see. It is kind of on a curve, like a turn, but I'll see if it picks this up or not. No, nothing yet. I'm just gonna have to self-parallel park again. So not sure why the parallel ones are not picking up. On my previous videos, you guys have seen as you drive through it, similar to an open spot, it does pick it up, but it is not picking these up. So I'm gonna go ahead and say these are a fail, and these are not working. All right, that's it for this test. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.